Hey, just like that, I push play, I push play, I push play before I start my day. So if you got me on TikTok, I'm starting this time from Instagram Live. Would you do it today? Would you do it today? All right. So it's been on my mind for a few days. If you've been watching my journey for about a week and a half, I just hit the road. I hit the road. And I know what I'm doing for being 4 years in for what I do. 4 years in for what I do. I'm out here in the rideshare segment of the economy, the same day shipping segment of the economy, and this is what happens out of experience. I can do this in multiple states. I don't have to do a lot of begging, pleading, tinkering in the app. These companies get it. Instacart gets it, Roadie gets it, Postmates gets it, Lyft. I can do them in multiple states. Now, I did run into something in South Carolina. I would need a vehicle inspection. Nothing wrong with that. I'm quite sure if I do the vehicle inspection and I submit the paperwork to Lyft, next time I go through HHI, Hilton Head Island, Beaufort, South Carolina, Beaufort County, South Carolina. Next time I go through there, I should be able to pull. I've seen a lot of great places, a lot of great markets, so I want to bring clarity to what I said in that first video. If you had $100, if you had $200 liquid, if you had that to your name, but that's not all you had in the world. You know, waking up with that after making sure I'm housed for the night. You feel me? Making sure I'm housed for the night. That's a total blessing. You got to find the markets to do it. Where I'm from, it's not like that yet, but I speak in the eye of faith that I can make it that way for others. For my home community of Fort Pierce, Florida. Right now I'm in Northwest Florida. Fort Pierce is down in Southeast Florida, many hours from here. I'm in Northwest Florida. I've been wanting to get in here for years. I've had conversations with passengers and people that are from here. They'll have a work trip down to like Jupiter, Florida, or something like that. I ask them, what's it like up there, sir? What's it like up there? Do they use Uber and Lyft? Do they order food? And the man was telling me, for example, elated yes. But it took me some time to get over here. I'm so thankful, even though it came out of ridiculous circumstances, for a newer vehicle, the Jeep Cherokee 2019 that you saw me get early birthday present. It wasn't necessarily a planned early birthday present, but it was around my birthday time in the summer of 2020. And I'm going to use it. No matter the use, wear, tear, I'm going to use it to get into these new markets and market. That's why I use these apps. I use it. It's time to monetize what I do. It's time to give myself that salary on top of getting out here and earning it. So these are the type of markets. I don't know how it is year round, but the people tell me it's pretty good year round. Destin, Florida, Panama City Beach, Florida, Fort Walton, Florida, Navarre, Florida. For example, like I saw in St. Augustine and Jacksonville, that's becoming a good guarantee to coastal Georgia, good parts of coastal Georgia, the Kingsland, St. Mary's, Brunswick, St. Simon's Island. Jekyll Island, not so much the day I was there, but I'm sure it could lead to something. The Savannah area and all its cities, Richmond Hill. You saw me post there, Richmond Hill, Savannah, Pooler, Georgia. I don't think I got to Ring-Song. Ring-Song, like, hey, that's Puerto Rican city. That's a Georgia, USA city. Hilton Head Island, straight out of downtown, Savannah, Georgia. You cross a bridge. I'm used to coastal bridges like that. You're in South Carolina, and you'll see the places that lead up to it. Beautiful, guys, beautiful. I take it all as it is. Every place doesn't look the same, but I see those resemblances. But to make that money and to know that I'm capable doing that millionaire math like Grant Cardone, I had a stumble, guys, the past 2 years. I was making money and I was increasing money each year, but it was the little mistakes and the hangups that are called life that kind of hemmed me up. Looked like to others I was complacent, but I was making more each year. And there's some things that I'm going to go back and fix, but I'm reaching out to the future to make sure I conquer that anyway. I had a very important conversation with my baby brother, because he does well, guys. He's passed his test. Panul International, what's up, my African brother, South African brother down there in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Get that money, sir. It's springtime. It's golf time. That's what's up. Panul knows about it. He knows about hotels. He knows about hospitality management. He knows about service industry. Panula look good up here if you ever need to change the scenery. They got them Caribbeans up here too, man. Panama City Beach. I'm over in Northwest Florida. Hey guys, I appreciate everybody that becomes a friend of mine. For real, guys. Y'all stick with me. I'm going somewhere. And I want to make sure that you gain knowledge and gain experience out of the things I do. That's why I'm on here. This ain't to feed my head. This ain't to gas my head. I'm feeding you. I'm sharing. I'm gaining. It's exchange. So everybody I meet, Uber, Lyft, Postmates, Roadie, Instacart, if we're friends from school, if we're alumni, fellow alumni, we got that in common. All my teammates. This is the voice that I probably didn't have. It wasn't always the most vocal. So here to empower, to bless all of you all. So I had this very important conversation with my brother around Thanksgiving time when I made that trip to Georgia. That was another finding of I can do that work out of state. So he was telling me, like, where it stands with debt. If you know me on a personal level, not lever, not lever. You know me on a personal level. Debt has been kicking my tail since I was 20 years old. You know, got in an auto accident, had some as a passenger. I had some debt collections. They chased me around. Some I've paid, some still linger. I've had credit repair companies. They've deleted this and, you know, missed payments, late payments, charge off, this, that. The things they do. I've had my score go up, go down. But everybody doesn't have a story. And I'm here to make sure that I'm bringing the table to the table. I'm here to make sure that when I, as a single man, when I finally do crown my beautiful bride, you know, not in courtship right now, but when I finally do, and I have those beautiful children, handsome and pretty baby Thomas and them, you feel me? When I have them, that I do it a different way, that I do the empowerment. I'm talking about trust, estates, inheritances, prepaid college, everything planning that responsibly I've learned from church, everything I've learned from the books I've read, the audio I listen to, the real influencers that have results, people that I look up to. I want to translate that into my life. So no one has they don't hold a pen in your life. You hold a pen in your life. I hold a pen in my life. So this very important conversation I had with my brother, it was as simple as this. Like the debt collector's calling and writing and this and that. He said you need to be investing. He works in investments. He's a financial advisor and a stockbroker. And what he's saying is just the way the markets are right now. Sure, 2020 kicked my butt. It kicked a lot of people's butt. But the money, your money could be doing dances right now in the markets between cryptocurrency and stock because things are so low. Don't consider the volatility so much. You're exposing yourself. When it comes to stocks, there are stocks that you're looking at the value. You're gonna hold it. You're gonna ride the value. There are stocks that pay dividends. The dividends are very important. It's cash flow. When you hear cash flow is not just a term for rappers. Cash flow is not just a street money term. It comes from the financial markets. So if I'm holding a stock, if I'm holding 30 units of a stock, the stock costs me $3. For example, that's $90. So that's what you have. That's the value of the stock. It may go up, it may go down. But if you make $1 a quarter in dividends per quarter of the year, 4 times a year, the 3-month groupings of quarters, you've made $4 a year on that, just as an example. You wouldn't even see that at the bank. But what I'm saying is these are times where the news cries foul. They try to get you to not invest and be scared. It's the end of our currency. It's the end of our government. It's the end of the world. When they start all that, be very watchful of that. And I'm speaking out of experience because in 2008, empowered from the University of Southern Mississippi College of Business, I want you guys to know that I am educated. And all I got to do is go back in them textbooks or look up those ratios. I can personally put value on a company. That's for me to know. I'm not here to give advice. But at the same time, guys, you got the empowerment right in your hand. The very thing you're watching me from, computer, cell phone, laptop, tablet, start you some accounts. Use that PayPal account to invest in cryptocurrency. Look at what it's doing. Look at the value of the cryptocurrency, for example. See what it was worth. See what it's worth at this moment. See what it was worth a day ago, 3 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, all time. See what you want to do with that. You realize, oh, this thing is down a lot today, but it was up last week. Okay, this thing is a steady down, a day, a week, 3 months, but 5 years ago was that. You make the decision from there. What I'm saying is right now, this is the time to make your money. You understand what I'm saying? It can go up. You work hard enough. Some of us are out here working 12, 18 hours a day sometimes. Put that money to work. Now I understand if you're in, like Steve Harvey said when he was trying to get his 6 acres of land and he ran up on that guy. And that guy gave him that offer. He said, I'm in a little bit of a tide right now. So if you're in a little bit of a tide right now, I understand. I'm telling you about my market down in Fort Pierce. That's what had me not doing it sometimes. But I'm up here, like I say, feeding myself, nourishing myself, hydrating myself, the best food I can get, eating the best food I can get. I'm in this place in my life, that freedom, that singlehood, not to be reckless, not to be stupid. It's this chance of creating the table, bringing that table to life. So for every area now, for every area, to be able to give back to my universities. What it is yet, I don't know. To be the best candidate I can be in the dating and marriage potential candidate pool. To be the best bankable person for investments. My next leap is real estate. I'm not in there enough, but I'm in there in the play I can be. Peer-to-peer lending. I'm in there. I'm making some money in peer-to-peer lending. To bring the table fitness-wise. You just never know. I may come back. WBFF, 35 and up, men's fitness model, tall category. You don't think I'm tall? Some of y'all don't know me very well. Tall category. Mirror on the wall. Bam. So, I know I sound little. 6 foot. So, I'm just saying, that's just for fun though. And that's what I learned out of that experience a few years back. Just never know. People said it about me. I didn't have to declare it. They saw I was having fun, adding something to my life story and experience. Life and times in my 20s. I did it in my 20s. And I could be bringing the table to promotional modeling, being a brand ambassador. I'm doing it right now. All the name dropping I'm doing. These videos are going to be monetized very soon. That's how I'm coming. And I'm with the Push Agency. Thank God to Erin Stern. She put that bug in my ear. She put the plug in my ear. She is the plug. Follow 2-time Miss Olympia. I believe that's what it says right now. Erin Stern, fitness model. She's a Florida Gator alumni. She's a realtor. I don't know if she's active right now. She's done that real estate work. Realtor. She's published in a lot of women's fitness magazines. And she is a very educated, good sense, kind human being. Follow her. All you ladies that want to get fit. She's a balanced person. She likes to eat good food. She'll show you how to eat healthy food. She'll show you consistent workout routines on how to get there. So it was May of 2015. And she was just around those corridors backstage at the Bob Carr Theater in Orlando, Florida, when I did my second fitness model show with WBFF shows. Shout out to Jeanette Jarnes, Team Hard Candy, represent. Jeanette took me under her wing. I reached out. She reached out. Shout out to Lynn. Shout out to Lynn Green, WBFF Pro. Shout out to Karina Gavalanes. Shout out to Teresa De Pascal. Shout out to them. Shout out to Ian Frierson. Shout out to the Newlywed Man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Roberto Platero. Shout out to Mia Tekla Bahari. Shout out to Carrie Rogers. Carrie Rogers. Shout out to Melissa Nogart. I ain't forgot. Shout out to Amanda Ferreira. Follow her too. Amanda's growing her platform. YouTube, Facebook, and all that. Instagram, TV. She'll pray with you every morning. Verse of the day. Represent Southwest Florida. So just adding value, bringing the table to the table. So that's in my potential to get in that real estate industry and make something out of myself in that way. Grant Cardone style 10X, you know what I'm saying? That potential is a potential, and a potential in dating, marrying pool to be one of the greats to ever pass through the University of Southern Mississippi and Northeastern University, giving back to create my own foundation. Put that stamp in any community I live in. I want to do it big, y'all. And it all starts with the little things we do today. So A very important conversation with my baby brother. He was saying, you gotta invest. You gotta invest. Nothing cliche about it. This saying the money, the growth potential right now. Don't miss this window. And it was a loving, brotherly conversation. But it's just saying, when you give to a debt collector in this crazy cycle that people are in, where you are is where you are. You end up right back there. So people don't understand. People tease people who don't have all the savings. They tease people who are not in position right now. So you have to be careful that you're talking to a person of faith that's a big thinker when you tell them that you're going to be a billionaire. They got to be one of your kind. They got to be one of your kind for real. Some people, that's it. You got Meshuggah. You're crazy, but you're not crazy. It's very possible. It's all kind of money in this planet. Money does not make you evil. The verse doesn't say money is the root of all evil. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. Go check. Fact check. Don't get hit with fake news. Don't do it. You need to get you some real news. Faith-based, financially. Some real news. So guys, as I started my day, just dealing with that in me for about a week, man. Get in there and invest. And I probably tinkered with it within the past week and forgot. But I went in there today. Let's see who this call is from. I haven't a clue. Could be a sales call. Could be related to professional speaking and coaching and all of that. I'm in some networks. But I get updates. Sometimes I just want y'all to hear. I get updates. I was getting all kind of order fulfillments. 9 a.m. Eastern time. I'm over here in Central time. So trying to keep up social media updates. I want y'all to hear some of the just real life. Yes. So I'm trying to think. Making those investments, because this is why I'm bold enough to say it. When I see that $130, which was the best I could do at the time, Robinhood stock, when that whole thing happened with GameStop and Reddit, whatever that means, how it impacted the whole of investing as we know it as Americans, as Westerners. I only know where I live, the Western world, United States of America. I only know that. When you see that you just log in, you hadn't checked in 2 days, your Robinhood account, for example, you go from 130 to like 330, 350. Like what? You're kind of looking like, okay. And these accounts show you the percent of growth. How'd you do in a day? How'd you do all the time? Just checking outside, something work going on. How'd you do all the time? And it's steadily doing that. I don't let volatility affect me. I started investing at 22. I'm 34 now. I understand the ups and downs. The ups and downs are not your problem. You're getting dividends. If you got a hold of dividend paying stocks, dividend paying real estate investment stocks, dividend paying oil stocks, dividend paying restaurant stocks, dividend paying whatever they are, they're putting money back in every quarter. That 3-month grouping 4 times a year. Bam. Whatever it is. It could be an apparel company. So that's how that works, guys. That's how that works. Make sure I didn't lose my train of thought. Think about where I was going here. Yeah, just wanted to feel that. Just make some time this morning. I could easily be on the road, driving a passenger, delivering some food. But I want to talk about this. This is another way, like I say. I want to create a stream of income through YouTube. So I'm starting on Instagram Live. This will go to Instagram TV. This will go to Facebook. And I'll go to YouTube. And I'm catching a hint from some people that really are paid YouTube people. That's not their full-time work, some of them. It's just a channel. They're bold enough to get on and open their mouth. Don't be like I was. People just come for you on status updates on Facebook. Don't go mute. Apply yourself where they want to apply themselves. They're not gonna watch you on your Facebook video you posted. They're not gonna watch you on your YouTube. You can say whatever you want to say on there. And yes, people are affected by that, what people say. Some people are very, very oppressive. They could be your relatives. They could be your classmates. It's more classmates than relatives, but it's shocking when it's relatives. When you get hit with something like Dear Diary, well, that's what they put the thing there for. You're supposed to say how today went. And I mean, how something good. It's a status update. But if you're that person where people are intimidated by you, jealous by you, still be a loving person. Pray for them, love them. But Don't let it stop your content creation in the world. It's social media. It's not anti-social media. So there's something on you. You probably need to be going live on Instagram and agreeing to download that thing and make it an Instagram TV. And then since it's downloaded, you can send it out to Facebook, and then you can send it out to YouTube. YouTube is the one that's paying, but look forward to the day where Instagram TV and Facebook may be paying just for running your mouth. We all are capable, introvert or extrovert or ambivert. We're all capable. But like I said, would you do it today? I woke up, before I hopped in that shower. I like to do this just how I see it. If I'm going to do push-ups, and I did it. I did well over 30. I think I hit 44 the first set and 51 the next set. I'm getting there in endurance. I want to get back to where I was when I was in high school, seeking that ultimate goal of becoming a college football player and a pro football player. I want to get back there, where I was doing 100 to 250 in the morning, 100 to 250 at night. I was swole, y'all. I was swole. I wasn't even the biggest. I was a little to medium build football player, but I was swole, y'all. And people have come across my life at different phases of my life. And I want to let you guys know that I kind of battled with that. I was seen as big and scary in college. I was just post football, little freshman 15, still hitting that iron, conditioned to be an Olympic lifter. And since I didn't have a college football scholarship, I didn't have it. I went to an out-of-state school. They were a great football team. Their presence was known in that era. I just rolled out being there, even though I considered transferring a couple times. So what I didn't know is the very reason you don't know me as a college football player. I rolled it out. I got my degree. But some people put in that situation, they're transferring. They're going to go to the Division II school where they're going to get on the team or what have you, what have you, NAIA, whatever they're going to do. But that's the only reason why. I don't want anyone to think that I gave up. I had no talent. I was a discipline problem. I had bad grades. None of those. So the issue, I just didn't know what I was doing. But I met some great people along the way. That's just my life story. So if you ever see children of mine that I don't have yet, if you ever see them excel in sports, know that it's somewhere in their wheelhouse. Genetically, not just me, and also being inspired by how I live. I don't plan on giving up. I don't plan on letting myself go. So, in their own creative genius, speaking to my future life, if you ever see that, best believe it's in their wheelhouse. I come from a place where you see that. My dad speaks with me about that. Sometimes you'll have sons that are really, really star-lit. And some people just honestly say, well, his dad didn't do all that. You don't know the whole story. And it's the child's decision. I've seen it. Dads wasn't forcing. Kid was just great. It was in their wheelhouse. So if you ever see that, everybody's great. That's why I'm speaking to you. All of you are great. All of you are great. Some of you sitting on the fence. You got a lot to say about a lot. You got a lot to say about a lot. Contribute to the world. Get paid for it. Get paid for it. Free yourself. Free yourself. Give yourself another salary. Get endorsed. Get brand back. Get that product off the ground. Get paid. There's more than one way in life. More than one way in life. So I just let you know, I hit those push-ups. Took care of me, flossing, brushing, bathing. Washing clothes I needed to wash. I take care of myself out here, y'all. But I'm out here as an essential worker, taking care of our country. Taking care of state by state, region by region. Freelance. Building wealth. So I want you guys to know, yes, I'm caring about people, but I'm making sure the money is straight. These are things I'm presenting to you because I know how people around me come toward me out of concern. I just want you to know all things are balanced. I'm getting to another level in life. I'm seeing places that I probably wouldn't have seen. I'm doing the thing that people kind of doubt men on, and men of my category, where I'm from. They say, oh, they may say, oh, I see you may want houses and cars, but I don't see you traveling. I don't see you taking trips. Well, the thing is, it's not to show you. What it is men and women are different. A woman say that to you whether she's related or she's not related. She might be thinking you're too serious. You may be trying to flex in material possessions, but you're not living. That's what she's really trying to say. So it's not to prove it. That's always been there. But it takes being of a legal age. It takes a driver's license. And it takes your own transportation. Whatever that may be. So you see how I'm doing it now. That's not a clapback. That's not a hate response. But that's something that I knew was there. But what was I going to do about it at the age I was? So what I'm saying is you can actually have it all. You can have it all. You can have it, guys. It don't matter what I have or don't have. I'm just telling you right now. You can have a beachside mansion or several. You can have a country home or several. You can have downtown apartment or condo or several. You can have it. There's a lot of money on this planet. You can have a Mercedes Maybach music. Maybach music. You can have a Newmar King Air. You can have that. You can have a Yukon XL Denali. You can have a Cadillac Escalade ESV Platinum Edition. You can have a Ford F450 Super Duty Platinum, possibly Reserve Edition. You can have that. You can have a Rolls Royce Ghost. Any of that stuff. I'm talking small. God think way bigger than I think. You can have a Range Rover Autobiography L. You can have a scholarship foundation. You can have a foundation for the youth. You can have a real estate company. You can own apartment buildings, 36 units, 64 units, 100 and units. You can have a grocery store. You can have a hotel brand. You can have it. I'm giving you permission today. You can have a clothing brand. You can have an accessory brand. You can have a beauty shop, a barber shop. You can have it. You can have a restaurant. You can have a food truck. You can have a podcast. You can have a YouTube channel. I'll give you permission to. I'm speaking to you because I know where I come from. I heard a conversation downstairs remind me of Fort Pierce. Them people was from like the Northeast somewhere. When life is limited with the poor, and I'm not downgrading, and people mentally go upside people's head about what income coming in the house, who paying rent. When the flow of cash is talked about as disability, Social Security, and all of that, fussing about it early in the morning. Guys, that's a dangerous zone to be in. So let me be an voice of empowerment. Let's talk about stocks. Let's talk about cryptocurrencies. Let's talk about real estate investment trusts. Let's talk about real estate funds. Let's talk about investing in apartment buildings. Let's talk about having a food truck. Let's talk about having a restaurant. Let's talk about owning gyms and fitness cubes and fitness systems. Let's talk about having a coaching brand. Let's talk about having a course. Let's talk about having a course. I'm here to encourage you. You can do anything. Let's talk about being a paid speaker. I haven't done it all. Let's talk about being a brand ambassador, a promotional model. Let's talk about as simple as being an Uber or Lyft driver. Let's talk about as simple as being an Instacart, a roadie worker, a Postmates worker. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about having success in a multi-level marketing company. Let's talk about just using every referral link you have that's appropriate for your conversation. Include that in your videos. I'm thinking about it. Let's talk about being a valet, get you some tips. You know how to drive. Parking attendant. Let's talk about being a bellhop. Get some tips. Some of us come from some backgrounds so mentally sick, mentally crushing. And you might have been brought up in it. You might have came across it in your adulthood. You got to partner me to break free in that. I'm talking billionaire talk. I'm serious. I listen to multimillionaires and billionaire coaches. I listen to that bear fruit that have it going on. That's my god brother Jerome Scott. Shout out to Jerome Scott. Jerome Scott got the plan. Northwest Fort Pierce, Pioneer Park. Let me tell y'all about Jerome Scott. It's the people in the world that may not have all the platform. Let me tell you about Jerome Scott. This man has made a way. I didn't even know he worked for the city of Fort Pierce and what have you. He's been there a long time. He right on target to do retirement. So I'm talking about anywhere you are in the world, this is about bettering ourselves. That's good, y'all. A benefited job with the bag at the end to do whatever you want to do next. And may God order your steps. It can be anything. Children can be anything. That's what this stream is about. Love you, God, brother. And rest in peace to my godmother. One of my godmothers. So that's what I'm here for, guys. Here to provide freedom. Provide freedom. So guys, play it back, share it with 3 friends. It's time for me to sign off. All that valuable content is there. I got personal, but I didn't get hateful. But I got personal, and I want to encourage you guys. Some of you guys come from some of the stuff I come from. Be the best you can be. Love you.